I'm still here. I'm still here. And that might not mean much to you, but to me,
original.
That means everything. Wait. Everything slowly turns everything. Oh man, Tisha Campbell.
I'm still here.
I'm still here. She said, oh. And like that meme, it's the journey. All right, let me stop. Anyway, and this is what they don't want you to see. This is what they don't want you to hear. This is what they don't tell you. This is what they didn't want to show you. Much like the meme, it's the journey. What's poppin', gang? It's your boy Poppy JB here, and we are here with episode 4 of season 3 of the what? Kill my intro music. Like, that's that on that. That's that on that. That's that on that. That's that on that. That's that on that podcast. Yes. And today we are going to break the fourth wall. Coming to you today from the editing bay, or should I say one of my editing bays, behind the scenes, actually, I'll say real quick, because I just had a quick message, and it's really not quick, because I got notes, but I had a message that's been downloaded to me a couple of days ago, and I really just wanted to make sure I get this out, and get this everywhere to YouTube, for the people it's supposed to be for. You know what I'm saying? One, how's y'all day going? Drop that in the comments and let me know how you feeling today. And what the fuck is pissing you off? Who eating your Cheerios? And not too much, because I'm not here to absorb everybody's energy. I don't do that anymore. That's ghetto. And I think we established that in the last episode of the That's That on That podcast. But yeah, let's get it crack-a-lackin', because I am gonna get the yapping. Because y'all need to hear this. Okay? Yeah. And these lights are lighting once again, and it's just like, you guys, make sure I can see my notes without it, you know what I'm saying? Today I want to talk about mental health and the negative stigma it has in our community. And I'm saying our community. And also too, y'all community too. The fuck? Mental health has a large stigma. Depending on who you're talking to is depending on what, where the stigma or the stereotype is going to lead. And there's so many different forms of, or should I say, so many different levels and layers of mental health that we don't really address too much, especially in what? Our community. Yeah, and we're going to address some shit today. This is for everybody, of all communities, of all nationalities, and of all race, creed, so on and so forth, whatever. However, when I talk about our communities, because I'm a nigga, and I only can talk about, actually, no, I'm not. Let's reframe and restructure and reprogram the mind, because I am Afro-Latina. No. African America, black, as everybody would say, and yes, it is. There's a fucking difference between being black and being a nigga. Y'all know what it is. For the ones that don't know, what she say? Ain't like you know, y'all. Ain't like you know, y'all. Ain't like you know. Ain't like you know. All right. Anyway, this is ADHD. It fucked me up. Yeah, this is why I was shutting my teleprompter to be like this, you know what I'm saying? But hey now. Okay? I want to talk about our community specifically. I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? We're usually told, especially as a black man, boy, male, we're always told to be strong. In which we are. That's the fuck we about to come out here and y'all fuck some shit up. But I get sidetracked. We're always told to be strong. We're always told, shut up, nigga, don't cry. That's some bitch shit. And I mean, sometimes it really do just be some bitch shit. But, every now and again, you need to let a tear flow, whether it's a thug tear or that's, a stream of fucking waterfalls. You know what I mean? Don't go chasing waterfall. No. Justin Timberlake said, cry me a river, cry me a river. That's my shit. Justin Timberlake used to be black until we just found out in his recent arrest that, he was joking about being white. The fuck you mean? Whatever, though. Whatever. Back to what the fuck I was talking about. We're always told to be strong, but never really taught how to truly heal. And that's the motherfucking problem.
That's the motherfucking problem.
We're never really taught how to heal, or what healing is, or the importance of healing. Instead, we normalize all of the unspoken traits. We normalize anxiety, stress, grief, burnout, holding everything together and, carrying everything on our back and our shoulders, knowing that some of us don't even have a neck. Don't look at mine. Actually, you can look at mine because my neck grew over the years. But hey now.
Hey now, this is what dreams are made of.
This is what dreams are made of. Not necessarily being taught to heal. We are usually taught to brush shit under the rug and keep it pushing. Don't address shit, keep it moving. Do what you need to do and keep it pushing. Or, for a large amount of people, stay stuck in where you are. Don't look on the inside and see what's truly going on. Don't look in here, don't look in here. EFT tapping. Shut the fuck up and do your job, or do what you're told, or do your position.
Sat there and ate my food because you need to shut the fuck up.
And that's ghetto. Yeah, but like, there's something that's ghetto now. That is ghetto. The fuck? We all love a little ghetto fabulous magic, but not when it's detrimental to your own heart, healing, prosperity, the moving up of you, the elevation of self and of your heart and of your mind. Because as humans, we are here to grow and evolve, not stay stuck in where the fuck we at, or stay stuck in where, back in the past. We're supposed to keep growing. Because, if you're not growing, you're dying. And yes, shut up, bitch, in the back. We all are dying daily. Whatever. That's besides the point. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't growing first, how can you get to your climax of growth if you're not watering what needs to be watered? We're not really afforded the opportunity sometimes. Especially if you have like toxic family dynamics, I'm just talking about like growing up and stuff like that, or no support system, or everybody just stuck in survival mode and only worrying about themselves. Truly, you're not really afforded the time, the space, the energy, and the compatibility with a person to heal if you ain't really shown or taught how to do that. Or, I'm trying, y'all, I feel like y'all know what I'm saying. My mind's trying to run. But bitch, I'm gonna catch it. That's that on that. And it's okay to not be okay. Much like it's okay to sit and stand in your emotions, because you need to understand what you're feeling, what's going on the inside, and also what really is pulling at your energy, or where is your energy and your mind going, or where does it go in those times of need or bereavement. And I'm not even just talking about death. And I'll say that to say it's not okay. It's okay to not be okay, but it's not okay to stay there and not being okay forever. Much like I always say, and I mean, shout out to the monitoring spirits that's watching. Um, I used to always say to, previous and former friends, hey, it's okay to sit in your emotions, but it's not okay to stay in that bitch and stay there forever. Cause what you gonna do? What you gonna do when it come for you? Law and Order. No, but like, what are you truly going to do? Just sitting and staying in one place, in one spot, whether that's mentally, physically, etc., etc., literally and figuratively. You know what I'm saying? But you would just go steep and circle and box yourself into your mind of the four walls of bouncing emotions that you're trying to contain. And a lot of times we don't really talk about our stress. We don't really talk about having anxiety. I mean, I know a lot of times in our community with the given religion and push down scriptures and everything else like that, it's like, we try to, can't say it. I try to pray it away. I'm trying to put one in the air. My mind's trying to run. I want to dive deeper into why we don't teach our kids healing or teach ourselves healing. I mean, after a while, when you're growing up, yes, it's your parents' job to always have you, make sure you're safe and make sure you have what you need and teach you all of the things that you need to teach outside of this indoctrinated school system. But, that'll be for another conversation, another podcast episode or something like that. We're supposed to be here to teach our kids the right way to the passage and give them the tools to have them build the life that they need and want. And a lot of times you can't give what you don't have. I get it. And the things aren't passed down. The knowledge isn't always passed down, especially in so it's just like, yeah, it's your parents' job to, do all of this and do all of that. We can't, at some point in life, we can't continue to blame our parents for everything. And or for what they didn't give or have. Because I feel like once you become an adult, say, hey, what the fuck you gonna do, bitch? You can't keep calling your mom and your daddy forever. I mean, you can. Because I'm still going to ask my mom for $20 if I need it. But you shouldn't be out here doing all of this shit when you out here, getting up there past 30, 40, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Yes, they're here to support us. And yes, they can't give us what they didn't get. What I'm trying to say is it's up to you to go and seek and get and absorb what you don't have, what you didn't have, what you need. And you can't really too much focus on what you didn't get or what they didn't give as a kid when you are no longer a kid. Now for the kids and or teenagers, preteens, young adults that are listening, granted, my demo is not really kids, so you go home and do your fucking schoolwork, okay? But for whoever this is for, yes, they are supposed to be that. But once you become an adult, for my adults that's listening, you cannot sit here and wallow in what you didn't get, what you didn't have, and why they didn't give it to you. You gotta figure out ways to go and now and get it. And this fucking day and age of technology is so much information out here that we can use. You can read shit, you ain't even gotta read. You can read the audio version. Chat. You can say don't trust chat no more because they out here leaking information. But that's a whole nother situation. But outside of seeing the things, hearing the things, and absorbing the things, you have to apply the things to your life. So healing, understanding, mentally, psychologically, Got me out here sounding like Tommy.
Mind jogging to me. This shit is mind following me. This shit is mind boxing me. I don't know what the fuck. What they say is mind boxing to me.
Because this is trying to mind box me real quick and once again call my energy back. And the dark side of what we don't talk about in our community is a lot of, once again, the anxiety, the stress, the grief, sometimes not even knowing what it is to identify what it is going on, stirring up on inside of your spirit. That comes from, not really going inward frequently and or just in general to really know what's your energy, what's not your energy, what's manipulating your energy, what are you feeling outside of the things manipulating your energy or outside external forces, the spirits and the principalities and everything else like that. So you always got to go inward. And a lot of, especially for our community too, because we can't just blame it on our parents and everything else like that. It comes from oppression, generational curses, regular curses, motherfucking everybody around. And granted, we're not always gonna play the blame game on, who's oppressing me today, because we do have a lot more resources than our ancestors. So let's do them a service and not act like we don't. But at the same time, it's the mental boxing, the mental boggling of it all, and I guess knowing where to start with your healing process. This is kind of like everywhere, and I'm literally still in the beginning. So for our people in general, and all of the other enslaved people, actually for our people, because outside of everybody else being enslaved, they're still afforded or were afforded opportunities to progress in a faster and or higher manner than we were given. Because they always saying, a nigga need to pull us up. What a nigga need to pull us up. A nigga need to what? A motherfucking nigga. A nigga need to pull up his own bootstraps from the boots that he ain't even got, because they took all the boots from Walmart. And now you can't buy them. So look, history. Systematic oppression to the people. And just to, let me give you a little bit of textbook definition of oppression, so we can, get in there like swimwear. Oppression, the systematic, unjust, or cruel exercise of power and authority to control, disadvantage, or restrict specific groups or individuals, often favoring a dominant group. Now, oppression definitely stems from white supremacy, them damn wiggers, so on and so forth. And oppression does go down to this day. And it seems like every other fucking racial group want to have like a fucking oppression Olympics. Oh, you think you're systematically oppressed? We don't have this. We don't have that. We did this. Shut the fuck up. Have a tall glass. Or shut the fuck up. Because, okay, all right, you might not have, but at the same time, what happened after the trades and all of the things was abolished? Because slavery still ain't abolished. Actually, slavery is still legal in certain countries. And that shit was wild when I actually read that. I think it's like India or some shit like that. And actually, real quick, let me see. Just to have my things on fact. Where is slavery still legal in the world? They lying. They up here didn't say slavery is still illegal around the world and all other good jazz. Meanwhile, slavery has not fucking ended. It just motherfucking formed into getting jobs and all the other shit. But hey, you can be a slave to your mind, slave to your flesh, slave to the system, a slave to people pleasing. it just transformed and was given other legal names, sweatshops. People are still working for pennies on a dollar. And the penny dollar hoe ain't make a $2 hoe going holla, whatever. I forgot the fucking, what the fuck was that meme? I really forgot what that meme was, but from the first Sunday. Oppression today manifests through multiple different things. Institutionalized biases, Margaret at her job, or should I say Lisa, but social norms and interpersonal or systematic discriminations, right? I.e. racism, sexism, ism, and all of the rest of the isms that's out there. It limits freedom and opportunity for the people. For the people. You know, it's like power dynamics. It's the systematic nature of it all. Internalized oppression. When we talk about power dynamics, oppression really relies on the imbalance of power, right? Where one group benefits at the expense of another group. I.e., you know, that 1 to 99% that we have out here in the fucking world of, you know, the people being the billionaires and the millionaires and all other good jobs. But not just that general, but in general. It's the misuse of authority to make life easier for a certain part or demo, not really giving a fuck about the people that's actually, you know what I'm saying, making their happiness a thing. You know, one group's up here, the other one's down there. I.e., that could be your boss at work. That could be employee. Your boss at work is your employer. Employee situations. You know how some people be fucking on their management. See, my mind started to go everywhere else. Anyway, the systematic nature of oppression is rarely just individual prejudice. It's often built into the institutional, educational, economic, and cultural structures of the world. And that shit gotta stop because
I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets, cause
y'all are fucked up, bitch. But I mean, some would say it makes the world go round. And not just, you know, the world on my shoulders. But, you know, this shit was built way back from, you know, Rockefeller and the Rothschilds and, you know, them wiggers. And they seeds. I'm gonna leave that there. Now, the causes of oppression can be institutional biases, prejudice and stereotypes, abuse of authority, and systematic inequity, historically speaking. And, you know, that can turn into internalized oppression. And that's when those that are targeted, you know, feel weighed down and have feelings of hopelessness, you know? And, bitch, it's a whole lot of oppression going on out here in the world that we live in today. In America, whoo! Outside of America, the world just in general, you know what I'm saying? I would say America has a problem. The world has a fucking problem. It's a whole lot of funky shit going on around, especially with the orange man in office. So, but that's another oppressive thing. And yeah, so moving on, I want to talk a little bit about suppression and how you bitches be so press. Cardi don't need no press now. How we suppress ourselves, right? And just to give you textbook definition of suppression, the conscious, intentional act of stopping, restraining, or inhibiting thoughts, emotions, information, or actions, such as like you suppress, you know, fake laughs out here, but you suppressing laughter, shit, you suppress anger, you suppressing afterthought emotions, before thought emotions, just emotions in general, right? And suppression usually acts as a defense mechanism. So I completely understand it because we all at some point, especially in our childhood, talking in our community, and children in general, learn how to suppress their emotions. I can, you know, speak for myself with dimming your light, being around so many dummies of darkness. And, you know, when people see that you shine too bright, or people see you're eclectic, eccentric, and, you know, you're just outgoing and out there, you know, people want to make you come down a couple notches just to soothe their ego or what they don't have, so they won't feel much as like a punk ass bitch. And that's usually because they indeed are a punk ass bitch. And when you suppress yourself, you end up becoming much like a punk ass bitch. And you can't afford to do that in life, because when you suppress yourself and you suppress your emotions and you suppress your light, or even if you suppress your darkness, it leads to you not really authentically living in your truth and not really authentically being what you came out here in this motherfucking realm to be. And yeah, it's dangerous. It really is dangerous. But once again, it's a defense mechanism learned to manage emotions, and what you choose to show and how you choose to show up as and operate. I don't know if y'all can hear them fucking sirens in the background, but confirmation. Check. And it's so wild, because usually, you try to run from your emotions, or we try to hide the things and not let all of the intrusive thoughts, in with suppressing them. But it actually leads to more intrusive thoughts and, more things to race down, because you didn't allow those emotions to come up and pass through. You push them down. And much like I always say, when you stuff down your emotions so much, they ain't really fucking going nowhere but on the inside, and they're going to go get a couple cousins to come back and jump your bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, ain't nobody gonna jump you, musty homegirl, come outside. You gotta let them bitches outside so you can come outside. You know what I'm saying? Because, you're suppressing yourself. And suppression is conscious. Things that you're doing, and act like you can't just be out here doing suppressing forever. Now in our community, of course, we've learned, and it's honestly in our blood too, being in the systematic oppressive ass fucking country and state and everything else like that, being brought over this bitch, how to act, how to suppress what you really feel, or what you really meant to say. And that goes all the way back to the 1900s, the 1800s, so on and so forth, where they say you gotta learn how to act in public. Or a lot of times too, it comes from survival mechanisms and survival modes. And our people historically had to and continuously have to, because fuck them niggas and how they feel about who you are. But it's something that was and is a survival mechanism to either fit in, or as our ancestors would use it for safety, so you can get home to your kids and you won't have to worry about overexerting what's on the inside, because you already looked at as a problem, and or getting in and out of trouble with that. They say, oh, you need home training. What the fuck are we, dogs? Although, no, we are not dogs, but some of y'all kids do need shit. Some of these adults need fucking training. Does that make me like them other people that saying that and you need to be trained? No, but for the ones that know, because a lot of people really do be wilding out here. And when it becomes a danger to society, and I'm talking about everybody, when it comes to dangerously moving or dangerously affecting somebody's livelihood, you shouldn't be out here just doing any and everything just because you can. But I digress. While it can offer temporary relief for whatever situation that you're in, unfortunately, it once again just strengthens the extra thoughts and emotions and everything else that you haven't dealt with to return even stronger. I'm gonna leave that there. Let's talk about repression. And just to give y'all the textbook definition, Repression is a psychological defense mechanism where the mind unconsciously excludes threatening desires, impulses, or painful memories from your awareness to protect self-image. Symptoms may include anxiety, memory gaps, depression, and physical symptoms like pain or fatigue. And not just black fatigue, because I'm tired of y'all niggas using that too. But that's besides the point, bitch. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't never oppressed, you ain't have to worry about somebody having to suppress and then repress. So now you are pressed because all of the systematic things that garnered to these for people to act the way that they do wildly is just a symptom of all of these things. It's another defense mechanism purposed by Sigmund Freud to protect the individual from potentially distressing or threatening information. I.e., you know, you get into, let's say, a car accident and your brain clicks out or it doesn't remember pieces of what happened. Insert any traumatic event, especially like childhood abuse and things like that. Sometimes your brain doesn't really, you know, it tries to repress all of the things that you either can't deal with, haven't dealt with, or, you know, the brain is wired to protect us. So it always wants to keep everything running kind of smoothly, however wacky that moves. You know, when it comes to repression and suppression, suppression is conscious. You know what the fuck you're doing when you're suppressing your shit. Repression is unconscious, where your brain, mind, body, spirit tries to, you know, while your body doesn't really forget anything, it's like cellular and molecular, but that's another conversation for another day. It's unconscious. So repression is, you know, sometimes you don't know what you're doing. You don't know that it's happening because it's blocked out. And, you know, they do have different kinds of therapies and things like that to have you remember and all the other stuff so you can actually consciously deal with the things and heal from the things. But that's up to you. And if that's what you want to do, because this is your life, you do whatever the fuck you want. However, just because you can don't mean you should. And just because you should don't mean you can. Or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, so once again, oppression, suppression, repression, and all leads to depression. That's the big D that everybody don't want. Now, I mean, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Some people, you know, I'm looking for it. And I think we all kind of know what depression is. So I don't really need too much I don't need to expound on that too much. But drop that in the comments. How do you feel about those things? And you know, what ways do you suppress yourself? And if you have been repressed, if it's brought to your knowledge, of course, you know, because it's unconscious, what are the things that repressed you? And what was your process of coming back to yourself to see and know and acknowledge what those things were? I'm here for you. On Sundays, Thursdays, and sometimes Tuesday afternoons between 12:05 and 12:07 p.m.
My door is always open from 5 o'clock to 5:05 p.m., at which point I usually take my 3-hour lunch. So if you miss me, you can catch me every other Tuesday of every other leap year from 4:45 a.m. to 4:47 a.m.
Okay? You know what I'm saying? But let me know.
But just know I'm here to give you kids some guidance.
Because all of that shit leads to depression. And you know, depression, it really is a bitch. I used to like to say I dealt with or deal with seasonal depression. Honestly, with my recollection of childhood and adulthood and things like that, it was just a very depressing. I am the light, right? So depression really just came out of nowhere. Sometimes, or at least I thought it was coming out of nowhere, but from the repression and the suppression of fucking emotions, and not truly sitting in those things, events, or things that just happened, and just necessarily moving on back to the top of the conversation, leads into a lot of, depressive episodes, whether, you just function in depression, or deeply clinical depression. It's not a place to be forever. Once again, sometimes somebody I had seen somewhere online, it had said sometimes depression is like deep rest for your body. Like deep pressure. You know what I'm saying? You see what they did there? Because that wasn't me, that was them. And I forgot who the creator was, because it was like 4 or 5 years ago when I seen that. But come out of there. What Jennifer Lewis say? Come out of them dark rooms.
Come out of them dark rooms with all that depression. Stop yourself. You go get some help. But you can start by journaling. What do I want? Who am I? And if you don't know, make some shit up.
Shake yourself off. No, but like seriously, as I'm sitting, I'm not sitting in a dark room because my light. But and bitch, I am the sun. So wherever I go, it does light up. But having seasonal depression or depression strikes out of nowhere, it just really had you moody or just not in the mood for a lot of shit. I mean, as a Virgo, I just don't be in the mood for a lot of shit anyway, because a lot of y'all are... Another conversation. You're right. Okay. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. I respect it.
I ain't gonna say it no more.
And actually, I will come back. I will come back with another episode about depression, so we can hone in on that in general. Once again, oppression. So now we got oppression, suppression, repression, depression. And all of that shit leads to isolation. Take me through that, take me through that. Take me through that, take me through that. Boom, boom.
Take me through that, take me through that.
I'm an isolation king. So I can't really say it's bad or it's good. It's all in the relationship you have with isolation. Because isolation can be healthy in a certain manner, and then isolation can become unhealthy in a manner. And with that, you don't want to isolate too long. Isolate to get your mind right, get your spirit right, get your energy cleansed, and really restructure some things and everything else like that. But isolation can become something. You isolate because you're trying to protect your peace. Sometimes you protect your peace so much, you come back from it. You ain't got no friends, you ain't got no family. What about your friend? Technically, and I'm just going to put this out here. If you do experience that, quote unquote, sometimes they're just really not your friends. Especially, if you're talking about real friends, I don't want to say they should be able to pull you out of your isolation and or depression or whatever, but they should understand, respect, and know that this is a period and a moment of time where you need your space. But sometimes, once it becomes unhealthy, you need the help. And hopefully my lips ain't a little crusty on camera, you know what I'm saying? Well, and you really have to know your friend. If y'all close, if you love them. If not, fuck them. Fuck them! Sometimes not everybody is your friend. And I don't use that word friend. I don't use that word friend lightly at all. Fuck them! And you shouldn't either. Acquaintance, heavy on it. Heavy on acquaintanceship. Because a lot of motherfuckers really just be acquaintances. People want to be in your energy because they try to suck it out. And I always say, bitch, if you ain't sucking no dick, you ain't sucking shit out.
Hawk to and spit on that thing, you get me? Hawk to and spit on it, spit on it!
Yeah, isolate when it's needed. When you gotta go inward and really do the work and really see, okay, what's mind boxing me right now? Shut up. And when you gotta restructure. But when it becomes, and I mean, your personal journey is your personal journey. It's the journey. I say I can't really put a time frame or stand on your isolation journey or what you need to realize, but I would say make sure you're doing the work on your isolation journey, because it really will take longer if you are abandoning yourself, if you are refusing to look inward, and if you are lost in the sauce. But if you're not getting any findings, you're probably not looking deep enough. So once again, I'm not going to say whatever your time frame is for your isolation, but don't sit in that bitch too long. You forget that the world don't stop and the shit continues to move around. And yes, as long as you're in alignment, you're going to catch everything. Not even as long as you're in alignment. The things that you are aligned for, you're still going to be able to catch, keep. Because what's yours is yours and can't nobody take that from you. I mean, unless they rob you. Gunpoint, but rob that bitch back.
Give me my damn necklace back.
Oh, get that big bitch.
And it won't be robbing if you getting your shit back, right? That's all I'm saying. Once again, when it becomes dangerous, is when you're telling yourself, oh, I'm just protecting my peace. I don't need this, I don't need that, I'm just doing that and that. And you neglecting not only yourself, but now the outside world, and delaying the process in your process to get to where you need to go in a timely manner. But also, time is an illusion. So take that how it resonates. And yeah, once again, isolate when it's healing's needed, but once it becomes avoidance, it's time to drop that bitch and find something else to do. That's all I'm saying. Healing, isolation. Avoidance, isolation. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's really not that girl. It's not that girl. With that being said, isolation can either be your sanctuary or your prison. And I'm gonna move on. So, let's talk about some tools for clarity and things you practice a little bit. So I want to start off with mindfulness. Being mindful of yourself. Being mindful of your thoughts, intrusive or not. Intrusive thoughts, forced thoughts, extra thoughts, thoughts that's not yours, thoughts coming from everybody else but you. Be mindful in becoming more present in your body and in your spirit. We are, of course, just meat suits after all. Because we are consciousness, we are spirit, we are souls for the ones that still got theirs. Because some of your bitches still draw a soul, but we're not going to talk about that because I'm not going to expose you. I'm not going to expose you for that. I might expose you for something else. Because you're a bitch. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't have no souls. But we are still spirit, mind, mind, body, and spirit. But the body out here is a meat suit on this physical realm. Physical realm meaning E-Earth. You know what I'm saying? We all out here in E-Earth. Just spinning on this big ass rock of fucking doom. And not Dr. Doom. Although it could be Dr. Doom. Shout out to Marvel. Marvel, bitch. I can be a superhero. Or I can be a supervillain. Because I identify more with the villain.
I am inevitable.
I have no fucking qualms with being the villain in your story. Please give me my horns and give me my scepter. Doom, doom. You know what I'm saying? Or just give me a barbed wire bat and I'll fuck everything up. And bring it back together. Because you gotta be somebody's storyline. A lot of people try to use you for their storyline, but once again, back to what I was talking about, mindfulness. Being mindful, yes. You want to be mindful of not only your thoughts and yourself and being present. You want to be mindful of the journey. And also be mindful that you might not know everything, and that's okay. You don't need to know everything, because if we truly did know everything in the moment, we wouldn't do a lot of shit that we fucking do out here, which stunts the growth of the journey, because you're not now going for the opportunities or doing the things that you need to do, the extra, or putting the puzzle pieces together. It's giving you the extra boost to put your story together, how it needs to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, storybook chapter, not the end until you're in that box. And if not in the box in the ground, you know, in the infirmary. I think that's what it's called, right? The infirmary, where they like fire niggas up and shit. I think that might be the infirmary. I got ashes to ashes, okay? So once again, mindfulness, being present. Then we want to talk about resilience. I mean, our people, because I'm black, so I'm talking to my own experience. We are already resilient. It's built in your blood. Now, some people are losers. And I was almost about to say that's okay. Polarity of life, you know, you gotta have a winner, you gotta have a loser. So I guess at some point it's okay to have that balance, but don't get lost in yourself and don't get lost in somebody else. So don't be a loser just for the sake of being a loser, bitch. Be a loser because you tried and you lost. But that don't mean don't start to be a winner, or don't apply to be a winner. Either way. So as I was saying, resilience. Resilience as a skill, and not really just the word and definition. You want to practice resilience, keep getting back up. It's the bounce back of you, and the bounce back and the relentlessness that you would have, especially that I have, to get back to where the fuck you need to be. I want to talk a little bit about a digital detox. Now, I've had a couple of digital detoxes, you know, whether that's getting off the phone, stop picking up the phone as much as you do, stop answering the fucking phone as much as you did, because not everybody's worth your energy. Also, get off social media. Like, delete the shit from your phone after you like, comment, follow, subscribe, because you know what I'm saying, support, that's free. Hashtag TTOT podcast. But seriously, in all seriousness, I you know, I've done social media detoxes a few times, and I really be wanting to. Actually, I can't even say I really be wanting to. So I'm still kind of doing it in a way. And I'm probably gonna go on another social media detox after, when it's led, you know, to put on my heart and in my spirit. But yeah, get off social media. Get off the games. You know what I'm saying? I understand all of that can be escapism. And, you know, it's fun to watch or to play and to indulge in. But at the same time, when you're not indulging in yourself, to where you know yourself, to where you know your energy, to where you know kind of sort of where you want to be or where you're going to be, or you're not really putting that plan into life in action, hop the fuck off. And you don't have to hop the fuck off forever. You can just take a week, 2, 3, a month, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? Or 444, as we say. You know, you just gotta protect your peace. And a lot of the things that are put out there are not peaceful. It's actually mechanically structured to cause you harm psychologically. Whether that's dopamine deficiencies, dopamine efficiencies, where it's like efficiency, it's really still in your dopamine in your brain that we produce naturally, and negatively, it's, you know, or should I say, it's spinning it negatively and draining all of your dopamine. So now when you are actually outside of the phone, outside of the iPad, outside of the laptop, and off of the PS5, 4, or 3, you're not producing the dopamine the way that you need to. So yeah, digital detox. I'm saying social detox. Social media, yes. Bitch, the computer too. Get the fuck off there. Thank you. And stop having on your kid. Like, this is my thing. And I would say, and the people always say, oh, if you're not a parent, you don't need to be giving parents advice. Talking about parents, bitch. All y'all bitches are my sons, so I am the father.
You are not the father.
So at the very end of the day, if you can't teach your kids their ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, how to calculate 1 plus 3 and subtract that bitch 2, if your kids are having struggles with reading, so on and so forth, even anger issues when your kids are, when you take the electronical device or your cellular device from these kids and the way that they be flipping the fuck out, like, that should really show y'all niggas that y'all don't really need to have these babies on the phone or whatever y'all have them on, even the fucking TV.
Get them cameras out my damn face!
Up and close and personal as much as they are, because it's too much of attachment. And if the dopamine is or if they're fucking with our dopamine as adults, what do you think that they're doing 14 times worse to the fucking kids? That's not even fully developed yet. And honestly, we can really talk about the spirituality behind that and technology and how that infuses and releases energies and other spiritual, whether they're attacks or, entities and all the other stuff into your fucking kids because of the shit that they're putting in these shows and skits and all the other stuff. But that's not what we're here to talk about fully today. So I had to remember that because, ADHD, okay? Yeah, I said all that to say because, niggas start yapping. Once I start, I'll make a short story long as fuck. Get your kids off the fucking internet. Because just like you need a detox, they need a detox. And if you can't teach them now, although they could say technology is the future, yeah, whatever we are in the future, you're going to have some negative ramifications. I mean, y'all heard about that fucking kid that his mom, or I'm on YouTube, so I don't think I can say that. Can I say that? That, yang-yanged his mom because she wouldn't fucking buy him a $15, what was that, Roblox card or something like that? Look it up. And after he yanked his mom, he went and got her card and purchased the fucking Roblox shit.
So,
these games ain't for the weak. Y'all too busy trying to play games with each other when y'all need to be figuring out what games your kids are playing. Next topic. So after the digital detox, another practice is like positive psychology. Having and sitting in gratitude for yourself, for your heart, for what God has done or God continues to do and what God is doing in the present moment. Just be grateful for the sunlight that's still out, whether that's, real or not, because weather machines, but be grateful for the wind in the trees. Be grateful for the meal that you get to eat. If you know what I'm saying, even if you can't get to eat the meal right now, you fasting. And even if you're not fasting, make it a fast. You know what I'm saying? Be grateful. You gotta be grateful. You gotta show gratitude. And not even just for all of that, because all of those things are like external things, but like for the internal, just small bouts of thankfulness, Thank yourself. And well, not really thank yourself. I mean, well, God is in yourself, so whatever. But, be thankful for waking up. Not everybody can say that, because a lot of niggas wake up dead.
How the hell do you wake up dead?
Because you're alive when you go to sleep.
Please just tell me you can
So you
help
telling me that you can go to bed dead and wake up alive?
You can't go to bed dead, man. That shit would be redundant.
Just tell me
No, it
who.
wouldn't. Because you can go to bed and not be dead, and you can die but not be in the bed.
But you are in the bed, man. That's how you wake up dead in the first place, fool.
Damn! That's some quantum shit right there, man.
Not everybody gets to do that. And honestly, for life, health, and strength. Having gratitude, finding gratitude, and also for another, positive psychological practice is really finding the meaning behind the things.
And if you don't know, make some shit up.
The things being life, your purpose, shit, the regular shit that just happened on a Tuesday. Why did that just happen to me, God? What are you trying to let me know? finding the deeper meaning in life or of life. And sometimes when you can't find it, you can't ascertain, make some shit up and then go to God and see if it's true. That's your meaning. That is your meaning. To end that, healing isn't just a feeling. It's a practice. And sorry to burst your bubble. Nobody has a time frame for your healing journey. Because what Tisha say? It's the journey. Yeah. Finding your ebbs and flows of life, or not finding, identifying the ebbs and flows of life, and understanding there's nowhere to go from down but up. And there's no time frame, no time limit. Now, granted, like I said, don't sit in some shit too long if you're just redoing the things and going over and re-going over. And it's like when you get it, keep going. But when you don't get it, you ain't got it. Sometimes you gotta stop. Isolate. Go here, and see, what is it that you need to get so you can keep going? That's a word. Drops, Mike. Walks away, okay? Once again, with it being a practice, sometimes it can be everlasting in life because there's always going to be some things you need to heal from. Bitch, somebody might slice your shoulder. Oh my God, huh? And you gotta rub a little Vaseline on that bitch. Get a couple of herbs, a little bit of dirt. Slap it up for my witchy bitches in the back. Y'all know. I'm not, and if you don't know, act like you know, y'all. Act like you know, act like it, act like you know. 444, another quad, another quadruple, another, 4 bullets. Well, I guess it's 3 bullets, but 4 bullets, No, my favorite number is not 4. It actually is 9, but 444 is a very special number. It's an angel number, of course, and it's like divine protection. And you see angel numbers for the ones that got the angels. Some of y'all have demons. That's it's your protection, that's your guidance. Bitch, please, a little piece of reflection. Meditate on 444. And also drop down in the comments and let me know what angel numbers have y'all been receiving in the spiritual guidance. Or just, in the world. And what do you take away from what your angels are trying to tell you? Boom. It's like protection, stability, and guidance. And going from there, I'm going to drop down to the number 4. Once again, 4. The number 4 is significant because it represents stability, order, foundation, and the manifestation of the physical world. And 4 is it's a balanced number. You got 2 and 2. It can symbolize 4 cardinal directions, seasons, and elements. And it also acts as a reminder for groundedness, protection, and the need for a solid structure. Take that as it resonates. And let me be your angel for today. And however many days and times that you repeat this episode. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm a guide. I'm a messenger. I'm a guide. I'm a messenger. Oh, hold on. I'm a guide. I'm a messenger. Phone the phone. Balance. 4 equals foundation and structure. And the great foundation and structure you could have is faith, freedom, foundation, and alignment. Freedom, free will. We all have free will, once again, to do any and everything that we want. However, once again, just because you can, don't mean you should do everything that you know what I'm saying. If it ain't, nobody that needs to be killed. Or hurting or harming our women, our children, our people, so on and so forth. And the spiritual layers of 4, once again, is divine protection, spiritual awakening, and knowing that God is within you and whole, as you are a creator of creation. Or as I like to say, a creature of creation. You know what I'm saying? Creators.
Osama bin Laden, glory.
Gila, Louila, I'm going everywhere with this. We are creators. We are creation. And saying that God is within you is, being that we are pieces of God. If we want to go back to genealogy and DNA and everything else like that, we can just say how we have 50% of our mother, 50% of our father's DNA. And as I always like to say, just like you're 50% of your mom, you're 50% of your dad. God being father, mother, end all be all. Creator, creation, source, light, being, energy, infinite being. We are all pieces of creation as creators and creatures.
Hallelujah, glory. Ooh, don't get me to start shouting all up and through here.
Especially this nut-ass planet, okay? And once again, we want to talk about reincarnation. God, let me just tell you. God, we talk about this a lot, but I was about to cuss. Do not, when it comes to reincarnation, don't bring me back to the motherfucking earth. Earth is ghetto as fuck, and I don't want to be here no more. Well, let me not say I don't want to be here no more. Because then that leads into, some other things. It's okay. But Earth is type ghetto, so as I always talk to God, I'm like, look, we're going to reincarnate again, because I'm already an ancient soul. You can't really tell God what to do, but, put you on like another planet or something, another ecosystem, another, what do they call them things? A galaxy, you know what I'm saying? Or just shit, make me, I'm already the sun, the star and the moons. Be a revolving light, I don't know, but listen.
Y'all would not be having all these problems if y'all just gave a little more money to the church.
Everybody can't be Dormammu. And I ain't trying to be Dormammu. Shout out to my Marvel fans. If you know. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that right there. So, God is within you. And act like you fucking know, pussy bitch. That's all I got to say. And that's for me and God. Okay? All right. We're going to talk about symbolism of the 444 and the number 4. Think about our 4 elements. Earth, fire, air. What's the other one? Water. Our 4 directions. North, east, south, west. I don't even think I did that right. But north, east, south, west. I would like to say too, the 4 gospels. And just an honorable mention that this physical world was completed on the 4th day. And just to end that off, or should I say to end, 444, me being your angel. I would like to say 444 is alignment. It's confirmation. It's God's telling you and me that you're not lost. You're just building. So don't be impatient, because Rome was not built in a day with them wobbly as cobblestone floors. But it's still standing the test of time. You are creating creation. Just like me. Just like you. Drop that in the I would say drop that in the comments what you working on, what you creating on, bubbling. You can be vague with it. You don't gotta tell everybody, because it's some hating ass hoes that be out here trying to steal your idea. But let me know what you building on. Or how are you building yourself? And what are some tips and tricks? What are some healing practices that you have that actually helps you, that can help us help each other? Because what Monique say?
What that bitch say? Each one do what?
Each one teach one.
Well, they don't know who the fuck they teaching, because you can't learn shit.
I'm gonna leave that right there. Yeah. Once again, 444 is alignment. Most angel numbers are trying to let you know you're in alignment. But you need to be aware of what you're doing, what you're thinking, what are you being? How are you being? What is your being? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. All right, once again, bring this energy up. This is your sign. Yeah, it's, and let me not, because I was about to give y'all my hand to show you what's in my palm. But bitch, you're not about to read me like that. I don't know you.
Brother, what's that?
Get the fuck back. No, but this is your sign. 444. To take action and stop playing small. Act like you the big dog, motherfucker. Shit, adjust my hat. Just don't look at my hairline, cause you know it's growing back. Just didn't come back yet, but
You're bald? No, I'm not bald!
yeah. Stop playing small, okay? Yeah, don't. Yeah, before you even try to cut this off, I got a couple more minutes. Stop playing small, okay?
Bitch, you think it's small. We need to be thinking big.
And that's not even just coming from me. That's coming from God. Take action. Protect your mental and your peace at all costs. And move with intention. That's the message for the day. You want to move with intention. And also to know what you're moving in. Sometimes you may not know where you're moving to. But when you know your intentions, then you know the end all be all comes back to you.
Think big, bitch.
Be about that action and not just awareness. Because I mean, we can have all the knowledge in the world. We can read and see and listen to all of the videos and see all of the readings and everything else like that, and still just be a library book because we just filled with information and knowledge and all the other good stuff and awareness, but we're not applying that. So with that, apply. Do not lie. Apply. I mean, let's just on an application, because you know, if you need to get a job, you need to get a job. But do not lie. Apply. And once again, be about that action. Lights, camera, action. You know what I'm saying? These lights are lighting right now. My corneas. And I wear glasses. And I need to go back to the motherfucking eye doctor. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? I probably haven't had a prescription pair of glasses in a hot-ass minute. And that minute is starting to scorch. So, I don't know. Yes. Nobody told you today, I'm proud of you. I am proud of you for still being here and still choosing to be here, because a lot of people didn't. And that's already a win. What do you say? A win is a win. Oh!
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
Oh my God! My leg!
You make me get up off my seat. But once again, I'm proud of you. I don't give a fuck if you're proud of me. That's besides the point. I'm proud of you. So make sure you are proud of yourself. And if nobody told you today, get your ass up, bitch. Act like you motherfucking know. Think big, bitch. Think big. And stop playing small. Because you know what I'm saying? Being small gonna get you walked over. And ain't nobody got time to be, you know, these motherfuckers wearing big ass boots out this motherfucker. The same boots they telling you to pull your straps up from. They're wearing big boots. Yeah, that is the episode. I ain't gonna go too much longer because I really went over time. And yeah. Don't worry about my watch. It is not ticking. And that's because the battery's died. No. Either way. Yeah. People like trying to say cut the cameras. Dead ass. who they came to see. What she say? The original bitch.
Guess what, bitch? Two hoes could play the same game, but I'm just gonna play it better. Get out of here. This bitch is coming around trying to be a copycat of me. But guess what, bitch? You are a wannabe. Nobody is better than the original.
Damn, bitch. They made me get up out my seat. And they still came to see me. Anyway.
See you in jail,
Let me
bitch.
tell you something.
That's that on that. That's that on that. That's that on that.
She say, it's mind boxing me. It's mind toggling me. It's mind dropping me. No. Not it flying from my mind now. No, I don't even smoke weed no more. So why is my mind trying to leave me? Jesus Christ. I'm still here. Jesus, Jamar, Daquan, Christ.
Me and Jesus are cool and everything, but I don't be all up on them. I will cut you.
I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Sing, children.
Jesus on the main line, pay him what you owe. Call him up and give him your credit card number. Glory. Ooh, y'all feel that?